Green Lanterns issue 20. Sam Humphries writing and Eduardo Pansica on art. This is the second part of the Polarity arc, which is Dr. Polaris. He's trying to sort of save his brother who's in the hospital, and they use a lot of scenes with, like, we get a flashback of both him and his brother and one with Simon and his brother, and they're both very similar in that their brothers show up and get them out of a situation and help them, down to the point where they both end with like sort of scenes where they're in the car and they're kind of like leaning over their shoulder. There's a lot of sort of mirroring going on between the two sort of events, which is really cool. It sets up sort of how they're going to maybe relate to each other later on. So obviously there's some other Green Lantern stuff that goes on in this. We'll save that to the end because that's obviously, I think that's more setting up the next stuff that we're getting.
Yeah.
But probably my favourite moment in this one, because throughout we get more of that Polaris stuff where he's in his head and like him and his costume is talking to him inside his head. Yeah. And then his brother in his head shows up and tries to stick up for him and say, no, you're stronger and this and so on. My favourite moment of this is when he decides to put the suit back on. He's like, I'm going to save you, I just need to do this, and there's these two panels where you see the suit in the locker behind him, and you just you see bubbles on their own, which is obviously the voice in his head saying, or we can show them who you really are, and he looks over his shoulder at the suit. I really like that moment. That's probably my favourite panel of this issue.
It's very Michael Myers-esque.
Yeah, a little bit.
Right? Just in the shadow, just standing there silently.
Yeah, I can see it. Simon and Jess are good. They get out of their trap that they're in from last issue under the water. Simon is basically too overburdened with all of his emotions right now, and Jessica's the one that has to man up and get the willpower to break them free.
Yep.
Yeah, this was my favourite part of the issue. It was the way the Ring kept saying to Simon, willpower insufficient, and Jessica's like, yeah, I know what that means. It's just being polite. It was really saying is you're too scared.
Yeah. What I really liked about that as well is I like how when she was trying to talk to her, she's like, call me Jaybird. Call me Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you.
Yeah, I like that her ring has like a more of an attitude than the other rings do. Like more of a personality, I should say, rather than attitude. But it's really fun stuff. Also, I love that in his head, like Dr. Polaris is pissed off that they've sent 2 rookie Green Lanterns, not even Superman, is the phrase he uses, which is pretty funny. The issue ends...
You are Dr. Polaris, and no one really knew what you were up to until Suicide Squad, Justice League. So
that is correct. Yes.
Yeah.
You're a delusional nutcase, my friend.
The issue ends with his brother, because he's about to fight the Green Lanterns. He's all ready, because the Green Lanterns have got Cyborg to help track him through magnetic fields and whatever else. And the issue ends with his brother seemingly flatlining, and we'll see how that picks up next one. And then the other stuff, of course, we had in space. We had a meeting of Green Lanterns, including John and Guy, because they've learned of Rami, the Guardian, who's on Earth.
Yeah. I kind of hated this section, you know.
Oh, really?
Why?
I feel like it really hurt the flow of the book for me to kind of cut away to this, to go, oh, we're coming to Earth next time, we'll go get them. I don't think any of this was needed. If we just have them show up next time and go, you're coming with us, you're coming for training, this is an order. I don't think any of this is necessary.
I like this, though, because it puts Ganthet and Sade there going, well, what's Rami up to?
It gives you their perspective on what Rami could cause. Like they're worried that he's going to do stuff.
I agree, and I'd like to see that. Next time, once they've come and collected them and taken them there, then we can show this side of things. Whereas to cut away from Earth, from Sam and Jessica so drastically when it did, just really took me out of it.
I think what they're doing here is that they're doing this because we had the 2 Lanterns show up an issue or 2 ago and meet them and see that Rami's there. Then we have this in this issue. I think next issue they'll show up probably at the end, and it'll set up the next arc where they actually go into space. And they're trying to naturally see that. I didn't have the same problem. I didn't really feel like this completely... It was a bit weird because we have never cut away to the Green Lantern Corps before now. This is the first time I've ever done it in this book.
Well, that's the thing, because obviously we had the couple show up last time, or whenever that was, a couple of issues ago, and we were still from Earth's perspective. They came to us. Everything has been it's come to us. So this felt particularly weird to go to them. It's why I don't get why they don't save these sort of scenes till we're out there, and then we're already out there. Then you can show us these behind the scenes stuff.
So, I get your complaint. I kind of agree with you. I like the scene of itself, if that makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I think the actual banter between John and Guy is really fun, and like he's like, "Bring coffee back this time, Guy, you dick."
Yeah.
Like
I think this is
Guy,
just
of
because you
course.
guys. I think this is because you guys aren't reading Hal Jordan, so
Probably.
you're not getting
Yeah.
you're not getting any
No.
dosage of these guys on a regular basis.
I get a nice dose of Guy Gardner, and he goes, "You know, I'm an energy drink guy," because of course he is.
because of yeah.
Like,
And
pretty
that's,
good.
maybe because I'm getting that banter on a regular basis with Hal Jordan, and you guys aren't. Maybe that's why
Yeah.
you didn't have as much of a problem.
I also like that he phrases, "Oh, these two rookies are in time for a good ass kicking." You mean training? Whatever.
Sure,
yeah,
yeah.
same thing. I also like that it used Vath and Isomat too, because we
Yeah.
had just seen them
Oh yeah,
in
yeah.
the Phantom Lantern arc. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm just trying to think where you put it at in the issue, and you can't put it at the beginning because it messes with the cliffhanger of them being
You could have maybe.
Yeah.
stuck underwater.
I mean, you could have put it at the end as a sort of almost post-credit-esque sequence, I suppose. Maybe that would have worked a little bit better.
Yeah, but then
Maybe.
that ruins the flow of
the
his
cliffhanger,
brother
doesn't it?
dying.
Yeah.
Sure. No, I get you. I kind of like that they're trying to do this. Look, they're building the momentum of it happening. I do like the reason why they're actually doing this is mainly because of Rami. It's not just that they need to train the lanterns. It's like it's almost like, oh wait, there's this situation.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, they've not been trained yet. We should probably do something about that. It's kind of like it's their hands being forced because they were too busy at the time to actually train them properly.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
we didn't do that, and now we've got this issue. Right, okay, let's
Yeah.
get to it.
Yep.
And art was fine. I think the art in Green Lanterns typically is serviceable, bordering on good, but never spectacular.
Yeah, it's rare. I think it's stand out. But
Yeah.
it's usually solid.
But yeah, it never bothers me. And like I say, there's moments like that where he's looking over his shoulder at the suit that are a lot of fun. So
Yeah.